Hello there, welcome to the channel. Let's talk about some Star Wars stuff. Now, Carl Weathers, who played Greef Karga in The Mandalorian, passed away last week at age 76. This sucked. It happened at the end of last week, and it is a real loss to the Star Wars community. Watching Weathers as the Greef Karga was always a joy. His work behind the camera, as he directed, I think, 2 episodes of The Mandalorian, was always a lot of fun. And if you haven't seen it, check out his interviews at Star Wars Celebration. He's always so full of life and joy there. And if you haven't watched it, watch his run on Arrested Development. It is absolutely hilarious. He plays like a heightened character version of himself. He is so funny. Carl Weathers, you will be greatly missed. May the Force be with you. Gina Carano is suing Disney after her contract was not renewed for The Mandalorian Season 3 and the show she was set to star in, which was Rangers of the New Republic, which has effectively been canned. This will be an interesting one, and I do not have a great amount of faith in this going very well for Carano, especially when the opening statement of the lawsuit sounds like it was written by a 14-year-old kid. Yeah, but I don't know a lot about the American legal system, so you do you, guys. I think the whole thing is a little bit stupid and silly though, especially after reading the lawsuit. It's not very well put together. I don't see this turning out very well, but you never know. Disney and Fortnite are doing some sort of crossover event thing, but this doesn't look like the typical events that usually happen in Fortnite. This looks like something completely new and more. But yeah, I play Fortnite on and off. Honestly, I mostly just jump on when they have Star Wars events, but this looks cool, having different islands, and they all look to be themed by different Disney properties, one being Star Wars, of course. But it also includes things like Disney, Avatar, Pixar, and Marvel. If I can just like walk around like a Star Wars themed island map or something, or like it has Galaxy's Edge in there, I'd be down for that. I'd definitely be okay for that. But yeah, I have no idea what this is or what it's going to be. They said more news on this soonish, so yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. We got a sneak peek of The Bad Batch Season 3 for its first episode with Omega and Crosshair while they're imprisoned. Not a lot to say on this, but I am very excited for Season 3, the final season of this show. I'm glad that they're not going to drag it out. I'm glad that they're wrapping it up nicely, because honestly, I think Season 2 of The Bad Batch was legitimately fantastic. There were some great episodes in there, along with some filler stuff, but the characters are a lot of fun, and the Crosshair episodes of this show are perfection. February 21st, first 3 episodes of Bad Batch comes out. Empire Magazine got everyone's hopes up for some sort of Kenobi announcement. This was a lot of fun to watch, and it turns out to be a retrospective on the prequels now that the Phantom Menace is approaching like 25 years. It's an interview with Hayden Christensen and more. I'm actually kind of excited to read this stuff. I like little things like this. I saw a lot of disappointment from a lot of people, and I get it, you know. At the same time, who cares? We're getting announcements every other day with Star Wars. It's fine. It's not something new. I like this. I'm pretty keen to read this stuff. May 26, 2026 is the release date for The Mandalorian and Grogu. Apparently, Disney has set a date for a Star Wars movie on this day, along with one in December of the same year, I believe, which would most likely be the Rey movie. So we've got a long while to go before we see that movie. Almost 2.5 years away. Still no confirmation on whether they're doing Season 4 of Mando before that. I feel like they probably aren't at this point, but who knows? The messaging is so unclear sometimes. Andor Season 2 has finished filming. Cassian Andor posted on... No, that's the character name. Diego Luna. Whew. Diego Luna posted saying that they had wrapped up filming, so that's very exciting. Andor is absolutely incredible. It's like my favorite, or it's the best Star Wars show in my opinion. My favorite's probably still Mandalorian, but it is just absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait to see the second and final season of this show as well. And for Mace Windu fans, Mace Windu #1 came out this week. It's the first issue in a 4-part mini-series focused on Mace Windu going on a mission to track down a pirate who has some stolen coaxium fuel. I like that we're getting this story now, and then we're getting the novel The Glass Abyss later this year in August. Good time to be a Mace Windu fan. And that is it for news this week, I think. I just wanted to try something where I briefly touched on all the Star Wars stuff coming out in the week. Might not do this every week, but yeah, it's Saturday morning here. I'm a little bit bored, so I thought I'd throw this together. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on any of these pieces of news, and I'll see you next time. And may the Force be with you, always.